Well, hey, everybody. I'm really excited to have our launch call tonight. My name is Lisa Blaisdell, if you don't know me. I'm a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. And if I don't know you personally, I just want to welcome you to our team and to our Juice Plus family. We have an incredible mission, an incredible team, an incredible opportunity to impact people's lives for good. And so I just want to say thank you for saying yes to Juice Plus and yes to the Juice Plus mission. And this call that we're going to take, I'm going to try to keep it at 20 minutes. And if you guys need to go longer, if you have questions for me, I'm happy to stay on as long as you need me to, or we can take it offline and we can schedule some one-on-one time, whatever's more convenient. But I have been with the company for 16 years, if you don't know my story. And I started out really needing some health improvements. I won't go into my full-blown story, but Juice Plus made a huge difference in my family's health. And I said yes to this business because I was really looking for a way to be an at-home mom with my kids, my two daughters, and still have a great paycheck. I had a corporate position. I worked in technology before I did PR, and I was really at a crossroads. I was really having a hard time working full time, but we had lived into my my very strong income, and it was hard to let go of it. So Juice Plus, initially I said yes because I just wanted to pay for my product. So I just want all of you guys to know, if you're new and you don't, see this for anything other than just getting your product paid for. And we just heard from a woman who's a 100 Club member with our business, which is like the pinnacle top position. And she wanted the same thing. I just want to say that that is awesome. And that's a great place to start. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is that, and a lot of you, I work with all the time. We know each other really well, and I know why you're doing this business. But that's one of the things that I really want to encourage you to think about this week is, why did you say yes to Juice Plus? Why did you say yes to, fruits and vegetables in a capsule? And then why did you say yes and pay $50 to have your own business? You didn't have to. You could have just been a customer. We're super glad you said yes. And, like I said before, maybe you just want to get your products covered, which is wonderful. And there's a really simple way that you can do that. And we want to help you do that. If you want to do a little bit more, maybe you're looking to help with a car payment or contribute to your family's vacation fund, or maybe you're like me and you're going to have two kids in college very soon and college is expensive, or just one, it doesn't matter, it's expensive. Maybe you need to replace a career the way that I did. And I just want to be really transparent. It took me about 6 months until I really realized that this business could be a significant business. And it took me that long because I didn't know what I didn't know. So I'm really appreciative that you guys came onto this Zoom call. And if you are curious at all about this company and the validity of our mission, and how there are, thousands of us that have replaced careers, replaced six-figure incomes, have insurance with our company, I just encourage you to plug in and get that bigger picture vision, because it's available to you. And we love you no matter what you want to do. So that is an important step, is to know why. Okay. And then I really want people to build a customer base so that you can always have your product covered. And a customer base, sorry, you guys, it's the end of the day. I've done lots of talking. A qualified business is having around 30 customers, 25 to 30 customers that eat Juice Plus every single month. Okay, so if nothing else, and that's not that hard to do, and we're going to teach you how to do that, that's a really good benchmark to start, okay? And I know a lot of you are really excited about the bonuses that are happening, the Express Track bonus to sales coordinator and the milestones that you hit before that. And I really do encourage you to try to pick up as much bonus money as you can, because they've made it very simple and easy for us to do that. And we want to help you. We want to help you make some money. So that's that. $100 at the very beginning. All you need is a couple of customers. $300 when you help about 8 more. And then, of course, the Express Track to Sales Coordinator, which I'm not going to get into for the sake of time. So everything that I'm going to talk about tonight is available for you guys to access on our training website. And that is thefreedomrevolution.com. And if one of you guys that is a leader, if you could type that into the chat for the sake of the people that don't know what that is, that would be awesome. But thefreedomrevolution.com, and your upline and your sponsor can walk you through that. It really has everything that you need to build a successful business, from videos to all of the commonly asked questions that we get, from the compensation plan, how do we get paid, how do we talk to people about Juice Plus. Everything is on thefreedomrevolution.com. But I wanted to simplify that process. I don't want you guys to get bogged down in a website. I want to help you get out there talking to people. So that's why I wanted to have this call. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, and maybe some of you have already done this, and if you've been sharing Juice Plus for a long time, you can still go back and do this. I do this regularly. And that is to make a list of 20 to 25 people that you love and care about, that you know need to hear about Juice Plus. And I want to encourage you not to judge these people, not to judge their financial situation, not to judge their lifestyle, whether it's a really, really good, healthy lifestyle already, or maybe they're really not into health at all and you don't think they'll be open. Guys, I can tell you 16 years, I've talked to a lot of people. You just don't know. It's always surprising to me who says yes and who isn't interested at all. And, sometimes I've just been floored, to tell you the truth, that the people that I thought would say yes don't. And then, of course, the people that I never thought in a million years would do. So you want to make that initial list. And then you want to put a star next to at least 10 of those people. And those are the people that we want to talk to about joining your team, because we need more warriors on this mission. We have a significant health crisis in this country, and we need more people talking about Juice Plus. And just like Kathy Crockett, who is our featured trainer tonight, she was incredible, beautiful, articulate. I felt like I could have taken a nap listening to her. She was so calm. We are so grateful for anyone that shares Juice Plus outside of me. And I chose to build a team. I was intentional about building a team for a lot of reasons. Number one, I love working with people. I love this. I didn't want to work by myself. That was really what I was looking at as a PR consultant, is just working by myself. I love people. That's why I go to group fitness. That's why I live where there's a lot of community. I don't want to live in an isolated place. I want to be around people. I love people. So I wanted to work with team. And I knew the team was the way for me to replace my income. I knew that was the way based on our marketing plan. And I also knew that was how we were going to impact thousands and thousands and thousands, and hopefully someday millions of people for better health. You guys that are on this call tonight are going to be able to touch people that I would never know. And I'll tell you, when I look at my reports every month, that's when I get emotional. That's when I cry, because I think of all the kids. I think of all the babies. I think of all the aging parents. It just blows me away that because all of you are choosing to say yes, we have more people getting healthy. So that's why I'm big on team. So star those people that you want to work with. Who do you love to hang out with? Who do you love to do life with? Who do you love to travel with and have fun with? Don't hold this back from them, right? Maybe you're thinking, well, Lisa, I don't really need to make a lot of money. I mean, I'm super comfortable and life is good. And that's wonderful. And, I'm sure you feel grateful for that. But what about the people around you that aren't? What about the people that do need this as a business? And for me right now, my whole mission is I love empowering women. That's just my jam. And I love bringing moms home so they can raise their kids on their terms, because I have been able to do that. And I want to pay that forward to so many people. So make that list and get on my calendar if I'm your first upline national marketing director. And let's talk to those people and let's have conversations to see if they're open, not to sign them up, not to sell them on anything, but to see if they're open. Okay, so star those people, and we're going to talk about those people individually. Okay, number 2 is events. Events are what drive our business. Events are where we build community. It's where we have fun. It's where we educate people, and it's where the light bulb goes on. Okay, so whether it's a wine and wellness, which is also my jam. I built my whole business in my family room on wine and wellnesses. I love them. They're what I love. So this is an event. we can invite people onto Zoom and we can educate them. We can screen share a presentation. We can talk. We can show people things. We just did one the other night. I'm looking at Kristen. We did one with her team. I'm doing one tomorrow night with Kelly and her team and some of her people that she wants to share with. She doesn't live near me. So we can, this is how we can build a global business, is through Zoom. So we can have wine and wellnesses. We can have salad in a jar parties, smoothies and conversation in the morning, whatever it looks like for you. But events and gathering people all together, it's going to make it easier for you guys to gather people together and leverage the tools that we have, the videos and the presentations and all the tools that do all the work for us, than you feeling like you have to know it all, because you don't. Okay, so get out your calendar and let's schedule some events. A lot of us also live in communities where we have community events. So for example, next week we have a community event. I'm one of the speakers, and it's going to be a really powerful event where we're going to be sharing stories. People are going to hear from a cancer survivor, an autoimmune improvement story, a physical therapist is speaking, just really powerful stories. So if you have events in your community coming up, invite people to those. All you have to do is bring people, and the event does the work for you. Okay, so that's events. So what is your event strategy? How many events are you going to do? You can do events all the time. You can do them 3 times a day if you want. You can do 3 a week. You can do 1 a month. It's up to you and what your goals are. Okay, so your product and your business story. Thank you. Your product and your business story, you want to just kind of have, and I'm not a stickler on memorizing this or anything, but why did you say yes to Juice Plus? Why did you say yes to Juice Plus? And why did you say yes to this business? And I think for a lot of people, they're really comfortable talking about their product story. They're super comfortable. They're passionate, why Juice Plus helped their family and why they're so excited about it. But when it comes to the business at the beginning, you're maybe a little nervous to talk about a business at all. And that's where I come in with the 3-way conversation. And I do a lot of these throughout the week where I'm helping to talk to your people, and not, again, in a pushy way, not in a salesy way. I do more listening than talking, because that's what we should all be doing, is more listening than talking, to really hear the needs of this person. And then I craft my story around what their needs are. So having a good product and business story is really important. And I can help you guys with that if you're feeling like you need to brush it up or you need it in general. This is not anything that needs to take any time. I heard about Juice Plus 18 years ago from some moms at my daughter's preschool, and it made total sense to me. We were very sick. We had antibiotics in our house all the time, and I just wanted it. I knew we weren't eating kale and beets and parsley and all that. And it made a huge difference in my family's health. I started sleeping better at night. I have more energy, and we're healthier today than we've ever been. That's my product story. It's no big deal. I didn't memorize it or anything. It's just my story. So that's important as well. And you just want to get comfortable when people ask you, well, what is it? And basically what you say is your story. So I want to talk a little bit about verbiage, because this is the big thing. And I'm actually going to bring up, just give me 1 second. Oh yeah, it's up. This is the cool thing about Zoom. You can zoom in. Can you guys all see that? Can you guys see the screen? Just nod your heads if you can see it. Okay, Lisa's saying yes. Okay, good. This is my favorite verbiage. Okay, and this is a presentation I did last week at the Las Vegas boot camp. I'm actually doing it on our larger team call in a couple of weeks. And you guys can take a picture of this if it's easier for you, or you can write it down, or I'm going to post this. I can post this, okay? Because I know some of you are not in a place where you can do either of those things, because maybe you're on your phone. So my favorite verbiage is, I have no idea if this is for you. Because you know what, you guys, we don't know if this is for them. And, we don't know. And then I say, would you be open? Would you be open to learning about how I'm healthier and how fruits and vegetables in a capsule have really helped our family? So I know I skipped one then, but usually I have no idea. I should reorder this. I have no idea if this is for you, but we're having a wine and wellness next week. I would love for you to come and learn. My girlfriends are going to be sharing about, how they've been healthier. We're going to be talking about fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Would you like to come? And if not, no worries. That's okay. I think when we really lower resistance in people and we really just kind of let them off the hook and we let them know we're not trying to sell them, anything. We just want them to come and learn. If we sell anything, you guys, in this business, we sell education. I want people to make an educated decision. So, I thought of you because is another thing that I love to say. I thought of you because you guys have been sick with the flu since Christmas. And, I have no idea if this might be for you, but I found a way to get fruits and vegetables into my kids. My kids are now getting kale and beets and parsley and spinach. Would you be open to checking out a video? I can send you a video. So just really simple. You guys can text this to people all day long. I text 95% of the time now. I built my business picking up the telephone. I still love to pick up the telephone, but a lot of people don't like to pick up the telephone. So texting is a good place to start. And the other one in here, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? And again, you guys, this is about feeling like we have the power, we have the posture, we're confident. I'm not just going to randomly send people things. I'm not going to get on my phone and go, oh my gosh, you need to watch this. You really need to watch it. It's like the best thing ever. Like Juice was the best thing ever. And they're going to be like, really? I don't even know what you're talking about. But when you approach it, I have no idea if this is for you, but I thought of you because, I know that you're struggling with XYZ, or I thought of you because you're at the gym 6 days a week with me. You're super into health. I have no idea if this might be for you, but I'm having a wine and wellness. Would you like to come? And if not, that's okay. And then it starts the conversation, right? And just like what Kathy was saying on our call and what a lot of you guys know, this business is about just having conversation. It's not about how many people can we sell in a day, how many people can we sign up every day. It's just having conversations that will lead to helping solve problems for people. We're helping solve problems. Now, we know everyone needs Juice Boss. We know that. A lot of us on this call, we know, but they don't know that they need Juice Boss. So it's just sifting out those needs. Okay, so I can get you guys that verbiage if you need it again. And lastly, follow-up. Yeah, I've got 2 more things. So only be 4 more minutes. Follow-up. So when you're in the middle of your first 30 days, you need to follow up with someone. So you've sent them the video. When can you watch it? I'd love to get your feedback. I'd love to hear what you liked about it. And then you do want to follow up. And sometimes I will schedule time. Like, is it okay if I give you a call tomorrow, like around 11, I've got some time. Are you around? I'd love to hear what you think. Or, can I shoot you a text? I'd love to get your thoughts. And we do need to follow up, you guys. Life is busy. People, think about it. Like, think about how many things we have in our Amazon cart. Like, we have good intentions to buy things, to, follow up with things, to sign up for things, but life gets busy. And I'm telling you, if people don't follow up with me, they're not going to get me because I am busy. So I like it when people follow up. I think it's professional. I think it shows that they care, and it's important that we follow up. So just know that is part of doing our job and really serving the people that we want to help. And then lastly, and the things that I like to ask when I'm following up is, are you ready to get started? Or are you ready to give Juice Plus a try? I don't want to make them feel like they're going to be on Juice Plus for the rest of their life, even though I hope they are. I want them on Juice Plus for the rest of their life. But, are you ready? Are you willing to give Juice Plus a try? Are you ready to get started? Or depending on how close you are and your style, just give me your credit card. I'm signing you up. Right, Lisa? Come on. That's how Wendy Campbell got to NMD. She didn't tell anybody anything. She said, give me your credit card. I'll tell you later. So she was very bold. If that's not your style, you don't have to do that. But it is important to follow up. So lastly, I want to just say that if you are starting, I want to just inform you that you are going to get no's. And depending on how many people you talk to, you're going to get a lot of no's. And at the beginning, as you're still building your confidence and your skills and, your confidence mostly, it can be hard to get a no. And I just want you guys to know that no's are normal. it's actually good to say no, to have no's. If everyone said yes, it would be weird. Like we would not have an opportunity because already the whole planet would be on Choose Plus. And we have to just trust the process and be patient with people. And, you know, just like Kathy was saying, and I've had 16 years of this, I've had people say no to me for 10 years and then they come back around. But because I never gave up on them, because I never gave up on my business, because they see me out there still inviting, still loving on people, still following up, you know, they come back around. And a lot of it, guys, is timing for people. It's a lot about timing. I mean, you know, not that we want to capitalize on the flu season, but, you know, a lot of people are looking for something right now. I mean, I started on Juice Plus in January. I was at the end of my rope. I just could not handle one more trip to urgent care. I thought I was going to stick needles in my eyes. But you are going to get no's. And if you haven't approached your family yet, sometimes family's great. Sometimes they're all in. And sometimes they just give you the hand. Like, who are you? What is this stuff? Go away. You're my little sister. See ya. We don't have credibility with our siblings most of the time. They still see us as the 10-year-old kids or the 8-year-old kids or whatever. It took me a while to get my family on Juice Plus, mostly because it was 16 years ago and I had to mail them information. And I think they thought I had just like lost my mind because I had this corporate career and, you know, it was like all of a sudden I'm like selling fruits and vegetables, you know, like what's Lisa done? California's really gotten to her now. She's crazy, but I'm very proud and very happy to say most of all my family takes Juice Plus. Not all of them, but most of them. They do come around. So, and then they come into your business too, which is great. So, but I just want you guys not to be discouraged by that because it is normal. And, you know, that's where we come in. That's where your support team comes in. You know, reach up to us. Let us know if you're having a bad day. We're all about lifting each other up and building each other up, celebrating our wins and encouraging you while you don't have good days. I've had more bad days than good in this business, but the good days are totally worth it. And, you know, you just have to keep going. So I don't want to keep you guys much longer, but I do want to give people an opportunity to ask questions. So you guys can unmute yourselves. Does anybody have a question? Oh, thank you, Jen, for posting that. The website, Jen posted that in the chat. And thank you, Irene. You're so sweet. It's hard to keep up with you guys. Like, Jeff always says, be the best distributor in your team. I'm like, dang, that's hard to do a lot of the times with you guys. Who's got questions? I'm happy to hang out. And don't be shy. There's no bad question, because if you have the question, that means somebody else does too.
Lisa, can you, this is Sandy. Can you go over again what the best way to contact you for a three-way call? Is that continue to be Voxer, right?
Yeah, for sure, Sandy. I'm highly accountable to Voxer, as you guys know.
Okay. Thank you.
For sure. Yes, Kristen?
I just want to add one thing. I'm starting to get some new people, and I just really like to emphasize to them that this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So right now we're kind of in a little bit of sprint mode. So we're trying to get people to work as fast as they can. But just if you can just settle in and think, you know, I was telling my sister today, I mean, what's your backup plan? Like, this is it. So like, let's, you know, who cares if it takes 5 years, if it takes 10 years, like the plan that you have right now isn't working. So settle in and do the activity. And if you contact one new person a day, at the end of the month, you're going to have, well, this month, 28 people, but normally, you know, 30 people that you're going to contact. So I said, it might not make a difference today. It might not make a difference tomorrow. It might not make a difference for a month, but eventually it's going to make a difference. It just will. And you just have to trust the process and
Totally.
Come to your upline if you're kind of forgetting that, and really check in on your team members and make sure they're trusting the process, and, you know, really cheer them on when they're doing the activity. That would be my input.
Totally. That's awesome, Kristen. No, you're absolutely right. And this is the time to sprint. So for those of you guys who are excited about the Express Track bonuses and the Healthy Living Plan bonuses, which they've extended, you know, it is a time. like game on. You know, we can do things for a short amount of time, and we have about 50 days where we can really just lock arms and hustle and help a lot of people and get you guys to the top level commission level if that's what you'd like to do. Because then once you're there, you're there. You're there.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so if in the follow-up part,
Yep.
how frequently do you recommend that I would continue to follow up if I don't hear anything back?
Yeah. Ray Higdon says to follow up until like they're no longer with us on this earth. Until they've crossed over. So it's just, you know, it like for me, Elisa, like if I know that somebody's like, it's really not a good season for them, either with the product or the business, like I'll let them chill for a while, and then I'll get busy with other people. And then I'll go back in like a month, or 6 weeks, or maybe a couple months. You know, Facebook is helpful because then we get to see what's going on in people's lives that we really love. And if you know that they're in a difficult season, I'll give people space, but I'll also reach out with compassion and be like, you know, I know that this is a difficult time, and you know that I love you first and foremost, but I just want to check in with you. You know, have you thought at all more about Juice Plus? So I kind of just would say follow your instincts around that. But I do follow up pretty consistently with people because, you know, again, you just don't ever know when the time could change for someone. And the way that I do that, the way that I make an excuse to follow up with people is events. That's why events for me are my cornerstone, because it's a reason. It's a reason to reach out to people. And if they can't come, they can't come. But if nothing else, it's like, here I am, Juice Plus. Remember me? I'm still here. And I can't tell you how many times people are like, you know what, I can't come, but we've got to get started. How do I get started on Juice Plus? I mean, they sign up. So the more events you have, the more opportunities you have to reach out to people.
Got it.
Lisa?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you talk a little bit about three-way calls, what that means and how it helps the business, and like maybe some verbiage for inviting?
Yes, that's an excellent question, Jen. I'm so glad you asked. So a three-way conversation, and it can be on Zoom too, by the way. I actually did one today that was on Zoom, which is kind of nice because then you can see me, but you don't have to, because I know new people don't feel comfortable, and that's totally fine, whatever people are comfortable with. So my big deal is doing three-way calls if you have someone that you would like on your team or that has expressed interest in joining our team and having a business of their own. And so the way that I encourage you guys to invite to that is not using any jargon or lingo or my national marketing director or whatever that. I would love for you to talk to my friend Lisa. She has been taking Juice Plus for 18 years, which is kind of impressive because there's a lot of people that don't do anything for 18 months, never mind 18 years. You know, it's like, wow, she's been taking the same stuff for 18 years. And she's been involved with the Juice Plus company for 16 years. I would love for her to meet you. I usually will draw a commonality. So you guys know me, you know I have kids, you know I have girls, you know I love to work out, you know I live in Southern California, you know I have family in New England, you know I love winter, you know, all these things. You can draw a commonality and say, oh my gosh, you've got to talk to Lisa. I would love for you to hear her story. She is a dancer too. You'll love her. You know, she'll totally encourage you, and she knows a lot more than me. I'm still learning. Do you have time to hop on the phone this week and we can chat? Super casual, super easygoing. Not, you know, I'd like to have a three-way conversation with my national marketing director. Like, you know what I mean? It just sounds weird. So, and there's actually on the Freedom Revolution, Jen, there's actually some good verbiage when you go down in there. There's some recordings that you can listen to on how to invite to that. Yeah, but that's an awesome question. And the reason why we do these, you guys, is because I can share a story that all of you guys are working towards. And, you know, I can say, and it's not because I want to brag, I want to paint vision. I want people to know this is a real business. If you just want to pay for your product, that is awesome. And we're so grateful. First of all, I want to validate their decision to take Juice Plus. I want to totally like love on them forever for saying yes to Juice Plus. And they usually have a story, and I always want to hear their story. And, you know, a lot of times it's a health improvement story, and I'm always just, you know, really grateful for those. And then I share my story about why I said yes to Juice Plus, this business, and how it allowed me to build a business around my family without sacrificing my family, that I was able to replace a 6-figure income, travel, make memories with my daughters, be there for all the important seasons, and be present, and have insurance, we have the insurance plan, and just really paint that picture that they can do whatever they want to inside of this business. So that's why we do them, because there is something really powerful about a stranger. It's the funniest darn thing. Like, you guys can be passionate. It's not that you guys can't do this. It's not that you're not passionate or that you couldn't talk about other people, but there is just something about a stranger that is influential. It's a psychology thing that I'm still really fascinated by, because it works. So we know it works. So that's why we do them, and we make your jobs a lot easier. Great question. Michelle, did you have a question?
I did. I was looking at the verbiage, and I was just wondering if you could just go over it one more time for me, so I make sure I have a strong understanding.
Totally. So, and I'll post this on our team page. Okay. I have no idea if this is for you, because we don't. I have no idea. Hi, Mary. It's Lisa. I've been thinking about you today. How are you guys? How's the kids? Can you believe it's February already? We're freezing out here. It's winter. Okay, I have no idea if this is for you, but I thought of you because, I've seen on Facebook that you guys have been home from school for weeks and weeks. And we have barely missed any school. We've had some colds, but no big deal. And we've been taking, a product called Juice Plus. I don't know if you've heard of it. I have no idea if you'd be open to learning more, but I'd be happy to share a quick video if you are. And if not, no worries at all. Okay. Miss you. Let's catch up soon.
Okay.
That's like a classic example of what I would send. I don't just say Juice Plus. Like, I always like, how are you? It's been too long. We need to get together, or whatever. Does that help?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Who else? Anybody else have a question? Joni, unmute, babe.
Okay, really quick. So I know Ray says, talk to him till they're in the grave. But, okay, so this month we have Wendy. Well, next month, Wendy, and then you guys Thursday, and I'm having a wine and wellness. So, people always go, oh, yeah, sorry, I can't make the wine and wellness. Okay, great. I have another event for you. So I think the first event is Thursday. So I've invited a bunch of the people to that, the same people that I've also sent the wine and wellness. How much is too much for that stuff?
Well, that's a good question too, Joni, when you have a lot of events going on. And we in Southern California, we're really blessed. I mean, we do. We have a lot of events. Mm-hmm. I would start with the first one, like next week. And then if they can't go to that, you can say, oh my gosh, guess what? I'm having a wine and wellness. You can come to that. And then if they can't come to that, then you go, okay, well, guess what? No worries. There's a nurse speaking on March 1st. This is perfect. Like, maybe you can come to that. And so I just, but if they can come, then start there. If they can come to the first event, then stop there, get them to that first event. And then, if they can come to your wine and wellness, great. If not, that's okay. But as long as you can get them to something.
Yeah, because sometimes I just get afraid, oh, shoot, I blew it. I invited her to that. So I kind of fill it out who might be able to go to it. But, I never want to assume. So obviously I invited a lot more people to the wine and wellness just because it's a little more familiar for them. I'm kind of reigniting a relationship with them again.
Yeah.
So slowly.
No, that's great. That's great.
Okay.
That's great.
Thank you. Absolutely.
No, that's a good question too. I mean, not all of you guys have events in your backyard the way that we do, but we do. Yeah. And we're really fortunate. And at our big community events, we always announce when the next event is, which is kind of nice. Some people just like to go to events, you guys. I have a customer, she's a friend of mine, and I don't think she'll ever join our team, which is totally fine. I mean, I love her. She's not even really that great about taking her Juice Plus. to tell you the truth. But she comes, she hasn't been in a while, but I'm going to get on her. Like, I think in a year and a half ago, I think she came to almost every single event that we had. It was hilarious. She's like a groupie. She loved it. And so some people just, they like to go out and they want to go to events. So that's great. Anybody else before we say goodnight? This was great, you guys. I so appreciate your questions and your energy and your contribution. No, you guys are good. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the recording.